Gatame. Danaher's secret sauce. Okay, so the problem with the traditional way of doing it is if Tyrone can rotate his toes, he can rotate his knee. And then I've lost the knee bar. The time that's going to happen is when I kick up and I win that underhook and I put in the leech hook and I make my scoop grip and I pull Tyrone on top of me as I'm straightening my leech hook. So I've nearly got his right leg straight. I've got his right knee in my hip. Notice the way his knee is facing the mat. But as I go to use my inside leg to bring it over, Tyrone turns his knee. So now it's sort of facing out this way a little bit. And now it's going to be very, very hard for me to get that profile back again. So the time you are losing it is from the leech hook, which is the outside hook. As you turn into the inside hook, he's already rotating his knee out. So Danaher's detail is, from our position, from that outside hook, I just take the sole of my foot and slide it down to Tyrone's Achilles. And then I take my right foot and I go shoelace to shoelace and I pinch my knees. Take your knee now, bro. Okay. And then in one movement, it's just our knee bar. Okay. And of course we can finish the sequence. He starts to roll. I come up into over-under position. I put my left hip over his knee and I just engage my hips. We'll just do it again at that angle because that's basically showing everything that we need. Perfect. So from our position, I kick up, put in the underhook, I put in the leech hook. I get that scoop grip. And as I pull Tyrone on top of me, I'm using my leech hook to try and straighten his right leg and trap his right knee over my right hip. So again, the time he's going to rotate his knee, difficult for him to rotate your knee now with the leech hook in. So rather than just taking this off and he's turned it, he can turn it in two directions, yeah. So from our leech hook, we just slide the sole of our foot down to this Achilles. And then I put my shoelace to his shoelace, try to rotate. And I pinch my knees in either direction. Now from there, in one movement, I just whack on the triangle. Turn my knees, engage my hips. If he decides to roll, I'm rolling with him. To come up on top, I'm using my left elbow. The one that's got the overhook, and I'm using my right underhook. Triangle's still on, and then I just move my hip over his hip, engage hips. So, just a little trick of the feet Danaher calls to stop the rotation of his toes.